Curiosity. What are you so curious about? Everything, Mr. Curiosity.
Alrighty, folks, welcome to the podcast. If you're saying what podcast, that's why we have Claire here. Hit it, girl.
You got to do the who, what, where.
Who, what, when, where, why?
Mr. Curiosity.
It really is good. Your voice. Who
Yeah.
does it remind me of? What is
I don't
that?
know. Miley Cyrus,
No,
Taylor Swift.
No.
Well, am I too young to know the person? That
Yes, I
reminds you
think
of?
it's more
Okay.
80s, 90s.
Okay.
Caitlin, help us out. It's like
Madonna? I don't know.
I'm thinking like Mariah Carey.
Oh, I'll take that as a
I
compliment.
think it's
Yeah,
Mariah
that's
Carey.
That's a very nice compliment.
Thank you.
So we're here on this Brown Bag Monday episode. I'm the only thing here with an X and a Y chromosome, surrounded by ladies. Where is John Meyer?
He is busy today.
So we have a rogue guest, Caitlin Rowe, who, what is it you do here besides producing and baking cookies?
I don't bake the cookies. My babki does. I bring in the cookies and I share with everyone because I'd be 900 pounds if I didn't. But
Yeah, we appreciate the cookies.
Yeah,
I
it's so
produce-
nice of your grandma to make us
Yeah,
cookies.
so thank you.
yeah, no problem. So I produce the Newswatch 16 at 4 and the Feel Good at 4:30,
Ooh.
which is fun because it's all just happy go lucky.
Yeah.
Feel good news and stories that we get to bring to our viewers.
Well, get used to some dirt because it's going to come out of that bag.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Wendy
not-
Ramsey's here.
we're not
we have Claire
happy-go-lucky.
here. We're
and
all
we have
ready to
grow
rock and roll.
power here. That's
Yeah.
what we got, Joe.
I could see this honestly as an opportunity because I've been learning things from Claire and others recent days. I didn't know so many guys were kind of creepy out there, but we're not going to go on that topic.
Okay.
But here's your chance to bash my gender. Go ahead.
Oh,
Get it
just
out.
you wait. Buckle up.
No, get it out now before we even pick. What do you have to say?
I feel like you've lost your swagger.
All males or just me?
Just you. No.
Just you
I'm
specifically.
I'm being serious. When guys get together, we bash women. When you women get together, you bash
I don't think
men.
we bash men.
Don't you a little bit?
We
No.
don't bash men in general. We bash a specific man who's not acting manly.
There you go.
There is no manly. What does that mean?
Well, who's not acting like a
Gentlemen?
kind, polite
Gentleman.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
what
what
I'm
we
saying
bash.
as we honestly go through this podcast, feel free to pick on my gender.
Okay, we will.
And I'll take the hits.
Oh, we'll roast you.
Because we start all the wars. We're the aggressive ones. We're the ones in jail. There must be a pattern here.
All right.
I'm trying to start a bash and it's not even working.
We're
We're the ones buying all the guns.
We have to think about it first.
There's exceptions to every rule, but come on. Who fills up the jails? Go ahead, Claire.
Who fills up the jails?
Men.
The people who
buys all the weapons? Men.
I mean, are you trying to pick up a fight right now?
No,
That sounds like something like an aggressive tone. I feel like you're just using this as a personal example to support your claim.
My
I
claim
think you
is
should-
my claim is it's bad to stereotype because even though men do fill up most of the jails and buy most of the weapons, I have never been in jail and I don't own any weapons.
There you go.
From what we know.
Why not?
Why not?
What's wrong with you?
I'm just saying there are stereotypes that generalities. We're getting off the road here. All right, so we think you, Caitlin, are
Me.
going to pick the first question to set us off in a new direction,
Oh boy.
away from the male bashing, but it may come back.
It's probably going to come back.
And feel free to dig in. So are you familiar with this? Folks, get your questions in. It's brownbag@WNEP.com.
Mhm.
What you do is you email a question. Claire, what could it be about?
It could be as, simple as asking where does the name General Tso's chicken come from to as complex as, I don't know, like
As anything,
As
weather
like a
related.
candy apple
Yeah,
gig
well-
at the fair, choosing to do that for 3 months and not work the rest of the year.
True.
All
And
shower thoughts.
and all thoughts are welcome. Consider it almost, don't you think, Mindy? It's like Talkback 16. Only
In a way.
Instead of just ranting, you get to get specific and say, hey, what about this? Why are you doing that?
And we get to respond.
And we get
talk
to
back.
respond.
Yes.
And
We
it's
talk
unfiltered because it doesn't go to producers like you first. It goes into the bag and raw. Let's get it going. Caitlin, pick a question. Are you digging deep? Now there's fluffy questions. There's thin little strips. There's all different types in there.
We don't accept compliments
Mm.
and we don't accept bird questions.
Or French derived questions. All right.
Yes.
She's nervous. She's looking at it. I love it. She's thinking, uh-oh. Oh, did you see the face? This is a good one. We're off to a good start.
This is exciting.
Are we going to mail bash?
We know. Claire needs to turn it down a little.
Oh,
She's trying too hard to replace Elizabeth.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my
funny.
God.
Wrong too.
See,
Yeah.
here's what we
I'm
like
picking
about-
on the grammar.
No,
Yeah.
That's the
no,
producer in me.
Here's what I think I love about Claire. This doesn't bother you.
No, it's really funny. So how I am on camera is exactly how I am in person.
That's true.
I can buy
Yes.
for that.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is from a guy named or a person named T.
Yeah, there's no name. I was
Jamal.
gonna.
This
I
There's
was
a
gonna.
name. There's
Well,
a name.
yeah, but there's
It's
no like
it's a
first
very-
name.
It's a very
so
Polish
T,
name.
Last name C.
Yeah,
Polish
yeah,
name.
Yeah.
But if they email Brownbag, they want their name read. So I
Yeah.
just can't pronounce that one. That's why I'm not going
That's
to do
funny.
it. Claire, so I'm going to be honest. I think
We were supposed to mail
everybody
that.
here turns it up for TV.
Do you turn it up for TV?
I turn it up for TV.
He does. Yeah.
I don't. I'm the same exact person. I am just as
maybe
hyper and
comment. I
excited.
don't know. Do you
I
think-
think Claire has this incredible energy about her.
Right.
And she is energetic in person too. I'm always amazed because I don't ever see her really complaining about being tired or anything. And the rest of us all do.
Mhm.
I mean, even when she's worked like 10 days straight, she's still energetic.
Yeah, we
It's
try.
amazing.
You have
So
good work
energetic.
ethics.
Thank
What
you,
the people
guys.
see on TV is the real you for
Yeah.
the most part. You have to be a little fake whenever you do anything. For
Yeah.
example, when you're doing a live show with a group, you have to fake interest in their cause.
Well, I actually am
And it may
interested
not be
in the
there, but it
cause.
may not be.
For the most part,
Well,
I
then
think
what-
it is.
Yeah. Well, why would I book it then if I wasn't interested? If I
Yeah.
wasn't interested, how can I convince the viewers then to be interested?
All right.
True.
If let's say you have to go to a weather conference and promote a weather
Ooh.
conference, and there's guys like me there, you're not going to be into it. You're going to fake. Oh, come to Joe's weather conference. It's going to be so awesome. They're going to talk about isobaric patterns and the jet stream.
Well,
and they're
Joe,
gonna talk
if
about-
it was your weather conference, it definitely would get off track, and then that's when things would get exciting.
There'd be like water balloon fights or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, that's
see?
what I
Okay,
would
true,
expect.
true.
Water
Yeah.
balloon fights, bounce houses, maybe a petting zoo.
Intern
at
slip and
least.
slide.
Yeah,
Okay.
at the very least.
No, but so Claire is
I'd be
not
down.
trying to be like
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
I can't
it's
get to that
more
level.
that you were selected for this position because you have a personality like Elizabeth that suits the cause.
I would hope so.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Because all the boring people, they wouldn't even pick for this job.
No.
Take that, Mr. T.
Mr.
last
T.
name Ski.
And I will
that's the
say
truth.
this, Claire. I've always like vibed well with your energy before we even met in person. Like
Oh,
for
thank
months,
you.
or we were just texting each other, like, "Hey, can you get me this story for 4:30, or can you get me this?"
Oh
for
yeah.
4?
Whenever I was
And
in
you'd be like,
school
"Yeah,
county.
sure," and then you would write it
She's-
for me too.
Yeah.
She's always like that.
Yeah,
Positive,
try.
upbeat, good
you,
attitude, treats
guys.
everyone with respect.
I have to say the positivity is so important. I mean, I've worked in so many
Mhm.
different markets with so many different people. And when you run into negative Nellies, it's just, it
Yes.
takes everybody
It
down.
Yeah.
takes everybody down.
Yeah.
So your positivity, just always
Thank you.
keep that.
Oh, I
It's
will.
awesome.
You guys, we all vibe off of it too. In the
Yeah,
mornings. Like,
absolutely.
yeah, you have to look forward to going to work if you're going to get up at 3 a.m. for it.
Yes, that's for sure.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
what is there a dark Claire? What would your brother say? What
There's
would
got to
your
be a dark
sister say?
side
What
somewhere.
would your parents say? What would your ex-boyfriend, whoever
When do you
they
get
are years
angry?
ago,
Angry.
what would they say?
I mean, I think that they about the dark side of Claire. I mean, everyone has like their moments, right? I just happen to be over dramatic, and it's funny when I'm upset too.
Dramatic.
Oh, I 100% agree. Yeah, no,
You're over dramatic.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. I don't even need a theater degree to prove that.
Yeah.
So
She's got a flair for
Yeah, but I
that.
think a
Yes.
dramatic person exaggerates things that are not necessary to exaggerate. Do you do that?
I mean, there's some things that make me upset. Like, like I was shopping in like Sam's Club and they got rid of one of my favorite products.
What is it?
It's like this Belvita breakfast thing. It's like
Yeah, those are good, aren't they?
Yes,
And
thank you,
describe
Mindi.
this.
Yes,
What is
it's
this?
like a little biscuit.
And there's like chocolate. It's
So
just
they got
rid of it.
magical. They got rid of it. And I was just like, like kind of freaking out in the middle of Sam's Club. And my sister's just like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's only a Velveeta.
Yeah, it's only a Belvita breakfast thing. I'm like, that is the reason why I get out of bed in the morning. And I'm like going off about it in the aisle. And she just starts laughing at me. And I don't blame her for laughing at me.
So too much drama for that situation. That's an example.
Yeah, but that's how I am whenever I get upset. I just talk it all out. And then I like finally listen to the noise that I'm saying. And I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. We'll get over it. There's
Nice.
a different thing I can have for breakfast. I have a Cliff Bar now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Those are good too.
So it was a great question. And there are no holes barred. You could have hit the bell for that one.
No.
But no, she stood up.
No, she did. She stood up.
Attacked.
That's
Yeah.
how we are. That's how
That's
we
it.
are here in
I
the
love
it.
morning show. Mindy, you want to go
All right.
next?
Yes, I will go. I'm sorry. I'm reaching over Caitlin. I feel kind of rude.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm digging deep. We'll see what I got.
Let's go.
We'll see what I got.
Mindy, also, most men are motorcycle buyers. Why is that?
Actually, my sister rides a
But
motorcycle.
that's what I'm
so-
saying.
Pop
There's
up,
always
Queen.
going to be exceptions. but
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Jails, motorcycles, weapons.
There's a lot of
and
women in jail
motorcycles.
too. Didn't you ever watch Orange is the New Black?
Orange
Yeah.
is the
Majority
New Black
here.
is a great
I'm going to
show.
do a search while you do that. What percentage of
I think we already had this
Also, I
one.
have a moped,
one?
Joe. So
which one? Here we go.
Which way is lightning released? Ground to cloud, or cloud to ground, or cloud to
I
cloud?
think we did have that one.
We did
All
have
of the
that one.
above. So
Yes.
it's all of that. Like, but the
I
moral of the story.
need a redo.
You do a
Take
redo.
two.
The moral of the
Yeah.
story is lightning does not bleed down from the sky.
Right.
Like your cartoon
I learned
image.
that from Neil deGrasse Tyson, actually.
Oh.
Yes, I did. I don't know. You never told me.
ago.
Maybe you thought I should know that already.
but my,
Okay.
but my what was it? My calcite is extremely scratchable. That's no big deal.
Don't bring that up.
Oh, this is a question for John Meyer.
We can, do you think we
Well,
should stick it back in there?
I don't know.
Let's answer it. For
Let's
him.
We can
get
answer.
it and then we'll stick it back in there.
What is the name of the spectacular lake you went to in Western PA? The one you were sitting on the beach chair on the massive rock. It looks like such a peaceful place.
Let's put that back in there.
We'll put it
Let's
in.
put that back in.
Yeah.
It'd be a fun pointer theme too. But that's the lake that John grew up on. There's a cabin there built by his grandfather.
Yep, and I believe they
And,
just remodeled.
Yeah, now
the
they've
house.
added on space to it so the whole family can come. And his grandfather decided when all the kids started moving away, he needed something to bring all the kids back to Pennsylvania. So the
Mhm.
family all comes back and has reunions there.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
See, I knew
So-
you'd be able to answer it.
Yeah.
I
I don't know
make
the
my
name,
point. Male prisoners make up 93% of the total prison population.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is when we try not to generalize, a lot of times you can generalize and it's okay.
All right.
We're more violent than you. It's okay.
I don't feel
This
like you're
is-
very violent though.
But that's my point.
You
I
won't
am
even
not
kill
in-
a mouse. Like we were talking about that. You're afraid to kill mice. You're just gonna let them be. I
You're
actually
gonna let them
kill a
starve to
wasp.
death?
All right. So
What about though? Didn't you save a vole out of like a water thing or something?
Claire and I were discussing this earlier. We're not even into a question now, but if there's a mouse in my house, you know, I'll see little droppings or whatever the case may be. I will set that trap and I will just wait for that thing to get caught and die. And then when I see him in the trap, smushed, it brings me joy. Like, how dare you invade my house? Take that, you stupid mouse. And I open it up and throw the body in the woods and I'm done. And that brings me.
And then
sometimes-
Jet brings it back.
No, he doesn't. But here's my point. If I saw a mouse or any other living thing just randomly in the woods and someone said, I'll give you $1,000 to kill that, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. So it's funny how it's circumstantial.
It's circumstantial, and also we're gonna talk about territory. I mean, that's just human nature. That's what's
Like,
going
how
on
could
right
I
there.
feel so bad for a mouse just randomly in the woods? I wouldn't even pull a hair out of it to cause it pain.
Mhm.
But yet if it's coming in my house and eating my food, take that, snap your head off.
Wow.
Savage.
You do have a violent streak.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Don't you guys feel that way?
No, I don't want to.
You feel
Yeah, I don't want
I
to
would
necessarily
like
kill it.
screaming, like freak out if I just saw a mouse, just like, ooh. I
I
wouldn't
don't
want to kill it. I just want it out of my house.
Yeah, but that's like if you came to my house, Claire, and I don't know, maybe you had a short circuit in your frontal lobe, and all of a sudden you're coming to my house with a weapon and you're trying to rob me or hurt my family members. I'm gonna hurt you.
You should.
Yeah, that's a different story.
That's a way different scenario.
Yeah.
Well,
The
I'm
little
just-
mouse is not going to do that.
The
If it's
little
breaking-
mouse is spreading disease and germs and other mice in my house. How dare he?
You know, back to this topic about men being more aggressive.
I know.
Joe, you know, I'm convinced it's no longer a bit. You may have a dark side. The dark side of
Yeah.
Joe. What does that look like?
I'm picking a coin.
Okay, you go.
All right.
Here's
Now,
the bell if you need it.
Claire, I'm going by you. Should I go balled up question or just strip?
Let's do the strip.
Oh, she wants the strip.
Oh my God.
There's a strip right here. These are the strips.
There's balls and there's strips in
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It starts out in the middle of the sentence. Also, does the form of the product impact how it tastes? Like peanut butter from a can tastes different than a normal jar or from a squeeze bottle. The same could apply to M&Ms. Like, why do mini ones taste better than regular ones? How could it start out? Also, does the form of a product impact its taste?
Because we were talking about, this is a question submitted by Claire.
So here,
That's why.
Explain
So
it, Claire.
so Caitlin, what do you think? Because I have the answer to this.
Does the form of a product of food really impact the way it tastes?
Look,
I think so.
Coke. That's a big one. Fountain Coke.
Fountain
Yeah.
Coke.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And mini
Or beer
M&Ms
from the
do
tap.
taste better. Beer from the tap.
Much better.
yeah,
Yes.
but
Mhm.
here's a classic
Or
example.
a sandwich made by someone else other than you. There's nothing better than a sandwich. But when you make it, it's like, eh. But
Yeah,
when
but are
someone
this-
else makes it, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, but are they the same ingredients? If
Yeah.
I make a sandwich, if you give me the same lunch meat and the same bread,
Yeah.
I make a sandwich and you make it, and they're built the same.
Yeah.
You're saying you'll like mine better.
Yeah. It's just better when someone else makes it.
I agree.
Mhm.
No, but I'm thinking more like this: the form, like pasta, is the classic example.
Mhm.
We can have spaghetti, we can have penne, we can have big rigatonis. They're all the same exact thing
In different shapes.
in different shape, different forms.
But they taste
But they all
different.
taste different. It's the same stupid thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to curl up spaghetti or are you going to have a big lump of rigatoni? It's the same thing.
Yeah, why does it taste different?
I like bow ties because they're fancy.
Bow ties
Oh,
are the
you know.
worst. You can't grab them.
Oh, I love bow ties.
You
You
gotta
can get it with the fork.
I feel like it's easier with a spoon. You just gotta scoop it out. But I don't know. I don't know. That's just confusing, right? Why does the form of food taste better?
That's
like,
what
why
we're
does the
wondering.
Sprite from McDonald's just taste more crispy?
Well,
than
in the
all the
fountain
other
drink,
Sprite.
I think there is
Yeah.
a reason
Yeah.
why.
There's
the,
more
the
carbonation.
Yeah. But
Mm.
It gets aerated through the. I
yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah.
The
But
tap
in
or
that
whatever you want to call
Question: I never saw peanut butter out of a can.
Yes, it's a thing.
Man,
They have peanut butter out of a can.
There's
You have
no
the
canned
traditional
peanut
jar.
butter.
You have like the squeeze.
You do have the squeeze.
They have
Yeah.
the
There's
squeeze now.
peanut butter.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
It all, but like for some reason, it all tastes good, but it's all a little different.
I agree.
Same
Caitlin, is
product.
there squeezed peanut butter?
There is.
You
There
buy
is,
it in
and
a
it-
tube like toothpaste?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
Haven't
And
you
it's
seen the
just like
squeezed
easier
mayonnaise?
to
Same
clean.
thing.
It's
No,
easier
I've
to
never
clean
seen
it up
this.
when you're making a
I'm gonna
sandwich.
show
You
you,
don't
Joe.
get it as messy.
You know what? You guys are sick.
I hate you so much.
No, we're just
You
used to doing the
hate
grocery
me.
shopping.
Squeeze peanut butter.
All right.
Yeah, you don't
I
do the
believe
grocery
you.
shopping, so you don't
I don't
even know.
grocery shop.
See,
I
Yeah.
so
hate
for
to
the
be in a
people who
grocery
can't
shop.
see this,
She is showing me a picture. It
showing
does
you.
exist. I can't believe it.
look at this. And like
This
they
could
got the spray
revolutionize my
jar.
life.
We have the spray jar, like the cheese
Oh,
spray.
like
We
easy
have the
cheese.
peanut butter.
Yeah. I
Here's
used to
the
love easy cheese.
can of
Same.
peanut butter. Here's the another squeezy thing. And they have they got to go, like the little cups.
Little
I can see a
pouches of peanut butter.
And let's not get into goober, which is the greatest invention ever.
Oh, I think that is a good invention.
But look at this
You
little
are a
squeeze
goober.
thing.
That hurts my feelings. I'm no goober.
You don't
You
have
said
feelings.
we could bash you.
Oh yeah, go
You're,
ahead.
if you're a typical man, you don't have feelings.
Another generalization. If that's true, then you're too emotional, and then you get offended when we say that. So you can't have it both ways.
You told us to bash you, so you're getting what you want.
There's that one Grateful Dead song. My dad told me to listen to it. He said this is the reason why he has a good marriage. It's like a whole song about how the women are smarter than the men. And that's a generalization I can get behind.
Does he agree?
Well, he has to if my mom's listening.
Those generalities very much upset me.
Okay, yo, this is for Joe.
Perfect. Hit me, baby.
You ready
Hit
to
me.
get
Come on,
roasted?
girl power. Hit
Okay,
me.
Lenny J.
Lenny. Big Len.
Will you please stop reporting dew points in the weather? Just say the percent of humidity. It's like learning the metric system in school.
Wow.
This is
Then
the
you have to
s-
translate in your head what the dew point is.
It's the second rant about the dew point. People are totally wrong about this, and it would take 20 minutes or more for me to explain it, and everyone would be bored and sleepy. So I don't even know what to do now.
Well, I guess you.
Every morning, the relative humidity is high because at night the temperature drops and water condenses. So the relative humidity almost every morning is near 90, 100%. Does that mean it's humid out?
Not necessarily.
No, it's just that it's cool because cold air can't hold as much water vapor as warm air. So it's always going to seem like a cool air mass, like in the morning, is humid. So if I tell everyone the relative humidity is 90% in the morning, you're going to think, oh, it's humid out today. But it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's only that the temperature is cool. So what's going to happen that afternoon? The temperature is going to go back up to say 60, 70, 80, and the relative humidity is going to drop to like 30, 40%.
So
But
that's
guess
why
what-
you need the dew point.
But guess what the dew point did that whole time? It stayed
Stayed the
the
same.
same. It was say 48 in the morning. It's going to be 48 in the afternoon, but the temperature goes to 48 in the morning. Relative humidity goes up, moisture condenses, and then the temperature goes up and the dew point is still 48. So it's an absolute measurement of moisture in the air. People have to get used to that.
Okay, Lenny, get used to it.
Deal.
The relative humidity is called relative humidity because it's relative to the temperature. It's a scam.
It's a scam.
It's a scam, just like wind chill.
Wind chill is definitely a scam.
No, I, to my dying day, I will disagree with you on that. I know your arguments.
All right, well,
Supermoon, wind chill. There's some things we will never agree
here's
on.
the deal to wind chill. People misread me. I absolutely know that wind makes you feel colder. No doubt about it.
Yes.
But to put a temperature on it is wrong because it's an exaggeration. Let's get to that in the winter, maybe.
All right.
Here we go.
Do any of you share or use other people's passwords for online video subscriptions? Or in other words, are you cheating and stealing your way through life and ready to burn in hell?
Oh,
Whoa!
my.
Does it say that at the
Claire,
end?
Claire, was that question from you?
No, it was not.
Ready to burn in hell for cheating and
I
stealing?
am 100% ready to burn because
You
I
do
see.
this?
Oh yeah, of course. Let me tell you what. I was so mad at Netflix. So mad at Netflix for doing the whole. Ooh, you had to be on the same Wi-Fi. Oh, blah 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 blah. Log into the Wi-Fi. Now I don't have Netflix because I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
I can't use my best friend's Netflix account. So
you're going to have to go out and get one.
no,
No?
I'm not doing that.
No.
I already pay for Hulu. I already pay for what? Disney Plus. I already pay for ESPN Plus so I can watch golf. The last thing I need to do is add another subscription to
But
it.
you would think Netflix would be the first one that you would get. Like that's the most, maybe one of the most popular ones.
It is-
I've been liking Hulu better lately.
Well, the
Wow.
thing is with Netflix now, if you want to watch Netflix original shows and you want to see their own content on there, if that's what interests you, Netflix is for you, right? If you want to go and buy into that. All the shows that I like or the things that I like to watch are like things that would be on cable. But Netflix is definitely moving away from that. They want to be able to be their own media creation hub.
But I think you guys are missing the big picture.
How I'm scamming
No.
the
If
company?
you go to a supermarket
Okay.
in the candy section,
Mm-hmm.
grab a bunch of jelly beans, grab a bag of chips, whatever the case may be,
Going with this.
you're stealing.
Okay, yeah.
But
yeah.
yet when people share passwords to Netflix, Amazon, whatever, they don't think they're stealing, but
No.
it's the same thing.
How is it the same
You are
thing?
taking someone else's merchandise.
Well, you're taking it with their consent. So it's not really taking. It's like I'm
No,
borrowing
you're
the
stealing
password.
from Netflix. They have a subscription service.
Oh, like they're gonna be so offended that I take $11 away from
I
them.
own a
Boo.
supermarket. You can't just steal my potato chips and jelly beans.
Hey, their profits went way up when they started that crackdown.
No, but you
too.
see what I
That's
mean?
true.
It's kind. This goes back to the previous question: where is rigatoni different from spaghetti? It's all like, or is killing a
Situational.
mice in your house different from killing a mice in the woods?
Hmm.
If you share passwords, you are breaking the trust that you signed to with Netflix. One account, one streaming. You can't give that to your cousin in Alabama.
Well,
He has to pay.
Joe, I guess you're not gonna get my Hulu password then.
No, but Caitlin's right. You are going to burn in hell.
Good.
No, you're not.
Great.
See, I feel like in my family,
I'm
I'm
just
like
kidding.
the
I don't
Netflix
care.
messiah. I'm the one that pays for it. In my family, like we all share an account, but I'm the one that pays for
But
it.
Netflix
so-
says you can't do that.
yeah,
that's
they,
their-
they charge me more, but that's fine.
Yeah. For the family.
So do
Yeah.
you feel it's stealing?
I don't feel it's stealing because they're still charging me because they know that some of my family, like use it at different houses. It's just like an extra $8 a month. And, you know, when they give me their $8 a month, I just put it towards the Netflix.
No, you
Oh.
don't. You don't. They,
You asked for the $8 a
don't.
month.
Yeah, I do.
that's
fair.
pretty cool.
I think it's fair.
I'm also the
So
messiah.
I
of
feel
my
like that
family
makes
for
me not
streaming.
going to burn in hell because I'm like,
Because you're the one paying. So if I'm over here, I'm paying for Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN Plus for
And
my
according
family.
to their corporate standards, that's for you, nobody else.
Well, I'm paying it for my family. I'm also paying for Spotify too for my family because I'm the hub. So really, I'm okay too if by that. I'm not gonna go.
it
burn in
equals
hell.
out. It
Hey, by the
equals
way, I
out.
want to watch the Beatles Get Back, and it's only on Disney Plus. Could you give me your code?
Yeah, sure.
Seriously, later, will you?
Yeah, for real.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
No, she won't. I won't let her.
What do you think, Mindi?
Speaking of Hulu, I'm curious. Do you like Handmaid's Tale? Have you watched
I've
it?
never watched it. I'm right now. I'm a
I have.
only murders in the
So-
building type of girl.
I love Only Murders in the Building.
Oh my goodness! Now we
so
got. Did you
good.
watch episode 8?
I don't know which one is that.
The most recent one.
See,
Yes,
this is
I
what
have seen the
happens.
most recent
We gotta
one.
talk
Girls
about
are
this.
talking.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh yeah.
Girls are
This is.
talking.
I think
talk.
Steve Martin, Selena Gomez, Martin Short, they're great together.
Yes,
They're
they
awesome.
have natural chemistry.
Yes, they do.
Keep talking now, and I'm
All right, Joe. We'll move on to the next question.
because I have to wipe
It's
it.
turn
really
is
a
it?
good
Is it your
show.
turn?
Is it?
Yeah, because you went,
It's
so it's
Mindy's
Mindy.
turn.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, that's
Mindy,
right.
Why are
That was your
93% of prisoners male?
I don't know. That's a really good question.
Maybe because they don't
'Cause
want to
they
be at
get
home with
caught.
their wife.
You don't think it's the testosterone and the basic genetics of being a male?
Oh, this is a good question.
She's ignoring. She won't go into it. You don't
This
think
is-
we're more aggressive?
I think there are, you have more testosterone, and that
Okay,
can make you more aggressive. Yeah, definitely.
It's not our fault.
So why do reporters nod before and
I
after
got this question
they're
today.
doing a live
must-
shot? Yeah.
What do you mean
Literally,
you got this today?
literally the woman I was interviewing, Shelly, she asked me at the end, she's like, I don't mean this to be a personal question. And I'm like, oh, no, you can ask me whatever. She's just like, why do you nod? And I'm like, oh, to
We-
fill the delay gap.
Yep.
So we had this before, but go ahead and tell everyone why. Because it has to be. It has to happen.
Yes.
Why?
Well, there's a huge delay. Huge delay. It may not seem, a couple seconds may not seem like a lot, but there is an awkward part of the broadcast where Mindy and John, are a couple seconds ahead of me whenever I hear it in my earpiece, our IFB. That's our cool news lingo for it. And in that time, right, I'm still live, the camera's on me, but I have to look like, that I hear them, even though it's not timed out perfectly. So the nod is, to fill that gap, but also it's a huge cue. It's a huge cue for everyone, right? The people I'm going live with, they see me nodding. They know, okay, now I really can't curse. Or
Mhm.
they are like, okay, now I got to be careful because like the camera is live and rolling. It's another cue for, people, if you can see me, like they're like, okay, she's there. The live shot's working. Here we go. She can hear us.
It's
Type of deal.
also for producers, it's good for us to see that the screen isn't frozen, from
Yes.
the camera or something like that. So we see you moving and we're like, okay, because there's that split like half a second where I'm like, oh my God, mini heart attack. Is the shot frozen?
Right. And the
Every
viewers
single
don't
live
know
shot.
that because it looks natural to the viewers because it looks like I'm just listening, but it's a huge cue for everyone.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
guys are missing the other part. And if you're watching on YouTube, you know this. As both of you guys were talking, guess what Mindy and I were doing as you were talking?
Nodding.
We were nodding our
Nonverbal
heads.
communication.
It's what humans do when someone else is talking. You're like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm paying attention. It's what you do.
Yeah.
It's called active listening.
It's called
Yes.
active listening. You nod your head. So
And
of
that was
course,
actually a big part of my HR career, active listening.
active listening, Miss
Oh.
HR right here.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I want to talk about the prisoner thing more.
No.
See,
no.
I'm just saying.
Moving on.
That's that.
Moving on.
Could you do a search? What gender buys the most weapons?
No, I can't do a search.
See, you're getting mad at me.
Well, I just think it's a silly
No,
topic.
it's not. Oh, look
You
at this
guys-
little thin one. Should I?
Yeah, just do
This
this.
thing is like.
Ooh. That looks like a fortune cookie.
Why is Joe so obsessed with rubber chickens?
Oh,
Well, the old Joe is who had swagger,
Mm-hmm.
Now you
but my
don't.
swagger is gone. And rubber chickens. This started out, Mindy, years ago
Mm-hmm.
when a coworker named Donnie Kirchner
Mm-hmm.
brought in a rubber chicken. Why did he bring that in? Do you
I
remember?
think just for fun.
Just for fun. Rubber
Yeah.
chickens are funny. They've been in comedy for decades, and I used one in the backyard. Then I made a graphic.
Lord Cluckington.
Lord Clucking. You squeeze them, the answers come out. Questions. And then it turned into the summer of the chicken.
Right.
But I am not obsessed with rubber chickens.
You were for a while.
I don't think I was. It
You're
was
in
just
rehab now.
Yeah.
No, it was just a bit.
Rubber
Just a
chicken
bit.
It
rehab.
was only a bit.
Okay.
But you were still a little obsessed though. On the bit.
I've got a question here. Whose turn is it?
Mine.
Claire's.
You answer that while I look something up on my phone.
Right, because
You don't need to look up prison stuff on your or weapons.
ooh, this
He's
is
going to be on some
okay.
terror watch
I
list.
know.
No, I am not a weapon guy or an aggressive guy. I'm just
He's getting really aggressive
I,
about being
I
not
think
aggressive.
I think you're right.
J.R. Benson from Susquehanna asked, last night at about 9 p.m., I observed an odd string of lights in the night sky. There were about
Oh, boy.
20 lights or orbs evenly spaced and moving from west to east. It was absolutely clear, yet each light or orb disappeared at the same point. There were no clouds. I observed the same phenomenon earlier this summer. I alerted my wife, and she came outside to witness it on both occasions. Has any other viewer reported similar sightings? It seems very
Yeah,
strange.
It's Mr. Musk.
Yes, Mr. Musk.
It's a UFO.
So these are the Starlink mini satellites that have been going up. If you ever see beads of light in the sky, like a pearl necklace and kind of broken up, that's what it is.
It looks so cool. I saw it for the first time about 2 weekends ago, and I had never seen it before. And I was with a bunch of friends, and everybody's like, "Come outside," and it was neat to see it
because it looks natural. It doesn't look artificial.
It looks so cool.
But yeah, that is Starlink. Just search Starlink, and you'll see it all over the internet.
So many pictures.
I'm surprised by this. Men.
Oh dear.
Gun ownership. Twice as many men, 43% versus 22%.
Huh? There you go.
Yeah, I thought your gender would be even less.
Really? Well, we have to protect ourselves from your gender.
Yeah, for real. I like that.
Oh my God.
Self-defense.
Right, that's exactly what it is.
Anyway, okay, let's go get another question out of the bag.
All right.
Joe always says he was an altar boy in a Catholic church when he was younger. Is that true? And did he ever sip the wine when the priest wasn't looking?
Yes.
Yes to all
Yes.
of it.
That's how you
Yes
have
to all
fun
of
while
it.
being an altar servant.
I'm a local guy. I grew up in Lackawanna County, and I grew up 4 homes away from a Catholic church. And there were probably 10 other Catholic churches in the community I grew up in.
And you grew up in a small town.
in a
Like
small town with
how can there
20
be 10 Catholic
That's just how
churches?
it was with Slovak and Polish communities. There was
Mhm.
churches on every block, bars on every block. And I wouldn't say my upbringing was necessarily religious. I never heard my mother or father like bring up Jesus or prayer in the house, or it was just like a cultural thing. Everyone went to church on Sunday. All the young boys became altar boys. All the girls were in the church choir. It was like social. This is how the Slovak and Polish community grew up. So I was an altar boy. I've never been very religious, I guess you
I feel
could
like
say.
you'd be a terrible altar boy.
But
You would fall asleep like 20
Fall
minutes
asleep
into the
holding the
mass.
candle.
I
like,
did
set
sneak
church
the
on
wine,
fire.
and I did cause trouble with all my other buddies, and it was fun. It was a fun thing.
You would have trouble focusing, I think, for that long.
Mhm.
That would be your
That's
tough.
a whole hour.
I hated it.
Yeah.
I can't focus because each mass is about 40 minutes long.
Yep.
That's a long time.
Mhm.
And then when I wasn't an altar boy, any Catholic out there knows this, you can leave after the communion stage. So
Mhm.
I'd always exit the church and you get an early dismissal.
You wouldn't
Oh,
stay
okay.
for the last hymn?
No.
Oh
See,
my
now you're going to
God.
burn in hell.
Not
So
for
I
the
was an
Disney
altar
Plus
boy.
thing, though.
And I can remember when I was like 11, 12, the priest sat me down, Father Rabel, and he said to me, he kept saying to me, Joe, would you consider a career in the priesthood? kept-
no, you
He
did
kept
not.
asking me.
You?
And I remember thinking, oh my God, it's going to happen again, because he would say, I want to talk with you.
Oh no.
And I remember, oh God, here we
Just
go.
imagine.
And I'd be like, I'm going to consider it, Father. I'm going to consider it. And even at that time, I was interested in science and meteorology. So I'm like,
So you knew that wasn't the
I was just
direction. you were-
patronizing him.
Priest? Can
No,
you
yeah,
lie?
I lied to him.
Oh dear.
And even in the confessional, when you go, you can say, as one of the sins, I lied, and it's a loophole in the whole system.
Oh, because you
'Cause
don't have
when
to
you're in the
say what you
confessional,
lied about?
Yeah, you're saying you're lying right there,
Okay.
and it cancels out whatever you're saying.
Yeah, you
It's a
just
good
say a couple Hail
system.
Marys.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. You know?
Well, that was nice that he thought so much of you that
Yeah,
he
he-
thought you might want to, join the priesthood.
So
And
you knew you had a
He sees-
charismatic personality and that people would
Maybe.
Right.
listen
Christ
to
in
you.
you.
right, that could be. Yeah.
So yeah, there you have it. Catholic upbringing. Loved it. Had a great
Is it my
time.
turn?
Had a great time. Maybe this is the last. Did we all do 2 questions? This is the last one.
I
We're
think that was
already
my
a good
third.
36, 7 minutes in.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Time
one.
flies
This is
when
the
you're having
maybe gets
fun.
the last question. Are you
Yeah.
ready? The pressure's on. If it's
oh,
a good one.
man.
If
I
it's
don't know. I don't know if we can read this
When it's
one.
I don't know, that's the
This
good
is
one.
from Heather. Is Joe considering relocating to Florida when he retires, or does he plan to stay in the area? Also, does Joe use organic cleaning products, or is he a Pine Sol kind of guy?
I think Joe cleans. Come on.
No, he
What?
does.
No, he loves cleaning.
He cleans nonstop.
I
He's
clean
obsessed.
nonstop. I'm nonstop cleaner. This is a great question because
Yeah.
number one, what was the first part?
Are you-
Will I retire in Florida? I don't want to live in Florida. No.
Right.
No. The weather.
I
no.
love seasons. I love NEPA, but I do like escaping to there in the winter for a few months.
Sure.
I could easily be
What
a
a little
snowbird.
snowbird.
The second part of that question is good.
Yeah.
Because I always
Mhm.
struggle with this. Here's what I've been doing recently in the shower and in the tub. And this is a good man woman thing.
Oh boy.
My wife has all these puffy things. What are those?
Luffa. Loofahs.
Yeah.
Loofahs. Okay. So I have discovered
Oh no.
instead of using
I know what you're gonna say.
instead of using chemicals that could be harmful to the environment, you know, soft scrub, whatever the name brand is, I've noticed that if you just put a little shampoo on a soft scrub pink thing,
that your wife uses on her body.
My wife uses on her body. It
Oh my.
cleans.
She's gonna get some sort of like.
It
I know.
Oh, should you not use
It's
your
like
loofah
an
to clean?
abrasive tool. It's like Brillo, only it doesn't scratch anything, and it's big, so it really does a fast job. So I clean.
Does
with
she know you use her loofahs?
She does not know.
Oh,
Well,
man.
she's gonna know.
But
if
maybe
she
gonna
it's
learn
only
now.
shampoo on
Poor
there.
thing.
No, I know, but you're
That
But
is
then I wash it
scrubbing
off.
all the soap
But then I
scum.
wash it off.
That's so disgusting.
it's so gross. Do you know how much bacteria lives in a tub?
It works so good.
And
No.
how much bacteria also lives on a loofah? You're supposed to throw them out every couple
Well,
of months
they stay pretty good for
She
a
has
while.
she has a rainbow of these things: blue ones, pink ones, purple ones. And
So why don't you just have a designated cleaning loofah and then one for Dawn?
Yeah,
I
you
mix
should probably
it
do that.
like to mix it up, and she doesn't know. She doesn't know that the loofah.
I think I need to text her right now. Dear Dawn,
Please
And
do
by the
don't
not
way-
use your loofah.
Look at Caitlin's like in dismay there. What's in dismay? What's going on?
I just want to make sure my loofahs are safe at home.
Lock up the loofahs.
So no pine sol loofah, baby.
All
We're gonna
right.
do this again in a couple of weeks. Get your questions to brownbag@WNEP.
And Caitlin is scarred for life now.
Yeah, she is.
the weirder the better.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, loved having you, Caitlin. And make sure you try the loofah on soap scum on your tub. It works great.
I'm gonna test it out today when I clean my tub. Actually,
Perfect.
Follow Joe for more tips.
Curiosity. What are you so curious about? Everything, Mr. Curiosity.